Practitioners of man, welcome back. Today, we got a good one for you today. Everything you need is already inside of you. If you've watched any number of these videos right now, you've probably nodded your head quite a few times, almost like you already knew that, almost like it was at least confirming what you already knew. There's not a whole lot of new information that you actually need to solve whatever brought you here. Whether it be how to be a better father, how to handle your fitness and nutrition and stop being overweight and lazy, how to show up as the husband that you should have showed up. Whatever your thing is, you already have all of it. And this occurred to me this morning as I was thinking about last night. And last night I was at this house and there were probably 12-ish people sitting around a table playing this board game. And I had never played this game before. And when the first time you do something, things can feel complicated. You're a little confused. Your brain starts kind of racking itself over, like, how do I even exist in this world now? And I could tell all the other humans around me were quite experienced with this game. They're getting excited. They're yelling. They're talking smack to each other the whole time. And I'm sitting there very, very quietly, just trying to assess things, assess the rules, assess the gameplay, and figure out what my strategy is going to be, right? And so it gets to a point in the game where someone is about to win, and that person takes their turn right after I do. And once I come to this realization, I start visualizing, what would it take for me to win right now? Is it even possible? Do I have the things that I need? And I'm like studying this rule sheet, and I'm doing the math, and I'm like, you know what? This is my first time playing this game. A couple of these people at this table are fucking like wizards at this game. But I think I have, if I'm doing my math right, I think I have everything I need to actually win. Now, I'm not quite sure on the order of operations. I'm not quite sure how to execute on this, but I'm doing the math and it all checks out. First time playing, no clue what I'm doing. And I think I can actually win against these experts. So it gets to my turn, and I'm all excited, like I'm grinning ear to ear, right? And I'm playing, and then I realized I executed some things out of order. I didn't follow the steps that I needed to follow. And ultimately I had to then eventually end my turn, and the person that went after me ended up winning the game. Did I need any other information or any other tools? No. I had everything I needed in my hand to win. What I didn't have was the proper blueprint, the proper steps, the order of operations, the sequence to make it all line up. I don't want to say I was just shooting from the hip, but there were a lot of different things going on. And I could make excuses of, oh, it was so loud and there were people distracting me, and oh, it's my first time playing, or oh, I didn't fully understand the rules. I could make any number of excuses, and they would all sound remotely plausible, right? Imagining yourself doing this every day in your real life. This is just a game. Life is just a bigger game. The reality is, I had everything I needed to win, and I didn't fucking execute. There's no other way to look at this. No. Was it bad that I still did so well first time playing, not really fully understanding the gameplay? No. Imagine how good I'll be next time, now that I understand some things. But I really want you to focus in on, I had everything that I needed to win the game. Just like in life, you have everything you need to win Father of the Year. You have everything you need to win Husband of the Year. You have everything you need to address your weight, your fitness. You have everything you need to stop playing video games all day and smoking pot, whatever the thing is that's numbing you out. You have everything you need to stop looking at porn and be more present for your lover. Now the question is, and this is kind of where these videos, this series, where I come in. Can you access it? Do you know the proper sequence to unlock those levels? Do you know exactly how to execute on those things? And if you're still struggling with any of those things, it's okay. You just don't know the proper steps to take. You just don't have the right blueprint yet. You just don't know the order of operations that you need to do. You might be doing a few things out of order. We make a little tweak over here, one over there, and boom. It's really that simple to have these massive, colossal shifts in your life. Let's take fitness, for example. You might be going to the gym every day. You might be seeing your muscles grow. I actually had a couple conversations with humans about this last week. They're going to the gym. They can tell they're getting stronger. They can tell their muscles are getting bigger. And when they get a body scan done, it even shows that they have more skeletal muscle mass than the last scan. So they're getting all of the results they want except for one. They can't quite figure out why the body fat percentage isn't lowering yet. You can't out-train a shitty diet. I don't care who you are. So there's probably some steps that are either just missing completely, or not being fully executed on, or they're just not even in place. You know, a few things are out of order with the food they're eating. You know, maybe they're still falling asleep every night with that box of Lucky Charms. And, you know, you do that thing where you wake up and the bed's got like M&Ms over here and Lucky Charms over there, and that stuff adds up. You know, one box of Lucky Charms has about 1,200 calories in it. If you're just doing that one night a week, that's 4,800 calories in a month. It takes about 3,600 calories to lose a pound of fat. That's 1.25 pounds every month extra. So it's just one simple little tweak, and you lose 1.25 pounds each month. I think that comes out to about 15 pounds a year, just from removing that one box of Lucky Charms that you're falling asleep with every night. It's the same with your relationships. It's the same with being a father. It's the same with not being glued to the internet, the TV, the PlayStation, whatever your thing is. Most of the time the tweaks are really that simple. Now sometimes everything could be completely out of order, and it's easier to just throw something away. Like, I've had other conversations with people where it was just easier for them to throw their entire nutritional program out the window and just start over with something new that was a better fit for them. But at the end of the day, they still had everything they needed inside of them. They just didn't have the way to access it. They just didn't have the blueprint. They just didn't know what the next step was. If that's you, and you're wondering what the next step is, there will be links on either side of me. One will help you get clear on what those next steps are. And if you feel like it's time to go all in and invest on yourself, there will also be a link to give you a little more information about the results that you can expect from working with me. If you know you're ready to go right now, there's contact information down below. So, when's the last time you've practiced executing with a blueprint that you know that works every time? When's the last time you practiced stop just shooting from the hip? Stop just winging it. Where do you even get your steps and your blueprint from? Do you get it from somebody that has superior results to you? You know, I'll give you another gym analogy here. When there were certain body parts of mine that I wanted to get some help with. For example, let's take my back. What did I do? There was a video that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a key part of called Pumping Iron. Now, did I just watch that video? No, I absolutely devoured that video. I watched it time and time again in certain little clips where Arnold is really just focusing on talking about how he works his back, how he squeezes it, the mind-muscle connection. Some of it's about the specific exercises he does, but at the end of the day, that's not the real kicker. The real kicker is all the other stuff that he does when he's talking about it. I don't just study people that have superior results. I take the content that they provide and I absolutely devour it. I infuse my DNA with it. When I started looking, I typically don't struggle very much with my legs. I genetically have pretty freakish legs, even if I don't train them. But I decided I wanted to do something different. I wanted to push them a little harder. It's an old school bodybuilder from the 80s. His name is Tom Platz. They literally called him the Quad Father. So what do? I don't just go look at a picture of him. I don't just go watch one of his videos. I devour his videos. I devour his workout plan. I devour his mentality. I infused it in my DNA. And I started getting much different results in different parts of my legs. Parts that at 39 I've never felt like I've had access to. Even with the genetics that I did have. So, when's the last time you've practiced getting your blueprint, getting your information from someone that has undeniable, superior results? When's the last time you've practiced on executing on that step by step and not just winging it, not just shooting from the hip? As always, love you guys. Look forward to practicing again with you next time. For now, I'm going to head out.